So, Spider-Man PS4, or Marvel's Spider-Man as it's actually called, is finally out, and it's been out for, at the time of recording, a week now. So I'm assuming that everyone has finished it by now, and if you haven't, then click off this video, because this is your only warning for spoilers. Anyway, Spider-Man PS4, it's an amazing game. It's so good that it was able to make so many people cry in the finale. It made me cry, it made most people on the Spider-Man PS4 subreddit cry, and I'm sure it made you cry. And you shouldn't be ashamed to admit that. Insomniac Games did an amazing job with this game, and it's definitely worth buying a PS4 for, just like I did. Anyway, carrying on, I want to break down why Spider-Man PS4's ending is so sad, and how it was able to make even grown men cry. To start, we have Peter defeating Doc Ock. This is sad, but not sad enough to make you cry. The reason this scene is so sad is because Peter has lost his only remaining father figure. He had already lost his father and Uncle Ben. Otto filled in those gaps, so it's heartbreaking that Peter had to defeat his only remaining father figure. What makes it even more sad is that Otto knew Spider-Man was Peter. This breaks Peter's heart because he thought Otto would never hurt him, much like a father would never hurt their child. So Peter is heartbroken that the person he admires, the person he looks up to, was willing to kill him at any moment. Then, to top it all off, Peter had to leave Otto even though he was screaming for Peter to help him. To summarize, Peter lost his only father figure in the worst way. This is the part that made me cry, as well as many others. At the end of the story in Spider-Man PS4, Aunt May gets ill from the GR27 Devil's Breath toxin. Once Peter defeats Doc Ock, he goes back to the Feast Center to treat Aunt May. However, Peter is met with the lifelong question, do I save my aunt, or do I let thousands of people die? Right off the bat, this is sad. The trolley problem is one of the hardest dilemmas to come to a conclusion with. We see Peter struggling to choose if he should save Aunt May, but because of the hero he is, he decides to save everyone else. What follows is the saddest part. We see Aunt May reveal that she knew Peter was Spider-Man, she tells her how proud of him she is, and then Aunt May, Spider-Man's last symbol of hope, has just died. And that's where I started crying. Aunt May dies and we see Peter, Spider-Man, a hero, at his lowest point. So why do we, the players, get sad? We get sad because we've been following Spider-Man for years. Dressing up as him, pretending to be the unstoppable Spider-Man. Even though he's a fictional character, he's given many people hope over the years. From children to adults. We all love Spider-Man because we can relate to him. Being older when playing this game, by being mature, we understand what Peter is going through, and seeing someone who we thought as a child was invincible being at their lowest point, uncontrollably sobbing, it makes us lose hope. It's the same way in that if you saw your mum or dad crying, you always see them as a perfect model, and that nothing can break them, and when something does, it breaks you too. And that's why Spider-Man PS4's ending is so sad. Because someone who we've looked up to as children, someone who we thought couldn't be broken, is broken right before our eyes. Or maybe it's sad because Aunt May died.
I don't know what's in this, but it is not paprika. I'm gonna go to the store. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Alternatively, we could order a pizza.
Pizza time.
I'm gonna give my review of Spider-Man PS4 in 20 seconds. It's a bit too short. It only took me like 2 days to complete the story. It is amazingly well written. Visuals and graphics are honestly insane. They are so realistic. All the characters are three-dimensional, and the free roaming will never get bored. The gameplay is amazing. It is definitely worth getting a PS4 just to get this game. Was that 20